Hello students, today we are going to study class 5 science, and please turn back the pages of your textbook and please come to page number 40. Okay, page 40. So we are dealing with the chapter pollination. Okay, today we are going to study how the seeds are formed. Okay, how the seeds are formed in plant. Okay, uh, when you open the French beans, okay, what do you find inside? The seeds are there now. When you cut an apple, you must be able to find out that seed present in the apple. Okay, whether you are cutting vegetables, okay, or fruits, when you cut a guava, you can see the seeds now. When you cut the watermelon, you can see the seeds now. Nowadays we are eating mangoes, so what you find in the center portion, you find a big seed over the present over there. So today we are going to study how the seeds in these various plants, how they are formed. Okay, instead insect feed on the nectar of the flowers. So insect, what they do, they feed on the nectar of the flowers. So what is nectar? One sticky kind of substance, okay, is present in every flowers. Okay, so what these insect do, and it's very sweet in taste. So what does this insect do? They sit on the different plants, okay, and just feed on. They eat this nectar, take this nectar as their food. Okay, honey is what? It is the nectar of different flowers. Actually, what bee does, bee just sit on the different flowers, then collect the honey, and then it store that honey in their beehives, and that is actually the nectar of the flowers. Okay, so you must have tasted the honey, it's sweet in taste, in the similar way, these insects, they feed on the nectar of the flower. That means they are feeding on the sticky substance present on the flower, that is known as the nectar. The sweet substance called nectar is released by the stigma. So you have started this stigma portion. What does it do? It always release nectars, and insects sit and eat or feed on that nectar. When an insect on a one flower to sit on a flower to suck up nectar, the pollens from there anther gets stuck to its body. So what these insects doing, they are sitting on a different flowers, they are sitting on a stigma to suck the nectar, and when they are sucking the nectar, what happens to their body? These pollens, that yellow powdery substance, gets stuck to their body. Okay, and when the insect move to the stigma of the similar flower, the pollen grains fall on the stigma. So what is happening now? This insect is sitting on a one flower, and then it's sitting on the similar flower, okay, another flower. Then the what happening? The pollen grains are falling down on the stigma. So what is pollination? It is the process of the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. So pollination is a process in which the pollen grains, okay, yellow powdery substance, is transferred from anther to the stigma. Okay, that process is known as pollination. Clear? So now we are going, this is pollination. Okay, transfer of the pollen grains from anther to the stigma is pollination. Now we are going to study ways of pollination, how this pollination is happening, what are the kinds of the pollinations. Okay, when the transfer of pollen grains occur from the stamen to the stigma in the same flower, it is referred as self-pollination. What is happening? If an insect is sitting in one flower, okay, of this plant, it's sitting on the one flower, and then it's sitting on the next flower. From here also, what is happening? The transfer of the pollen grain is happening. So it's happening between the flowers of the same plant. So this will be the self-pollination. Or when the insect is sitting over here, it is the pollen grains are stuck to your body, and it is just leaving the pollen grains on this flower only. This is also the pollination in the same flower. It is sitting and transferring the pollen grains. Okay, and between the two flowers of the same plant, the transfer of pollen grains is happening to the stigma. This both the cases is self-pollination. When pollens are transferred in the same flower from the anther to the stigma, or between the two different flowers of the same plant. In both the cases, it is self-pollination. In simple words, when pollen of the same flower, okay, or of the same plant is transferred from the anther to the stigma, it is known as the self-pollination. No different, the insect is not going to any different flower or different plant. Okay, it is transferring the pollens to the same flower or two different flowers of the same plant. Okay, in both the cases, it is self-pollination. So, what is cross-pollination? When the pollen grains of this flower is transferred to this flower, or when the pollens of this flower is being transferred to this flower. Okay, so what they are doing, they just exchange. Okay, the pollens of this flower were transferred to this flower, and the pollens of this flower is transferred to here. So that is cross pollination. Okay, it's happening between the two different flowers. So cross pollination. Clear, everyone? All of you understood? You can just understood it in very easily from the figure. Here what is happening, this is anther, this is filament. Okay, now from this anther the insect is transferring the pollen grains to this stigma. This is self-pollination. These are two different flowers of the same plant. This is anther. Now the transfer of pollen grains of this flower is happening to this flower. This is also same self-pollination. But here there are two different flowers. Here the pollen grains of this flower is being transferred to this flower, and pollen grains of this flower is being transferred to this plant. So this is cross pollination. Clear, everyone? Now come to page number 41. So what are the main agents of the pollination? Insect is the main agent of the pollination. Why? Because they are helping in the process of pollination. They are transferring the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. So they are the main agent. Okay, because of these insects only this process of pollination is happening. So what after, as these insects transfer the pollen grains, what happen? The pollen grains reach stigma. Now it will break. Okay, it will break and open, and the pollen tube will be formed. For example, this is a stigma. Pollen grain is there. This will break open. The pollen tube will now arise and it will reach the ovary. Okay, so it will develop and reach the ovary. From this pollen, the tube is developed, pipe is developed. Okay, tube is developed and it's reaching the ovary. And in this ovary, it will, fertilize. It will fuse with the ovules. Here ovules are already present. This pollen will come and it will fuse with the ovaries. Okay, and this process is known as fertilization. Okay, when the pollen grains fuses with the ovules, this process is known as fertilization. Okay, then what happens? Ovary will swell up and it will form a fruit. And what happens? Some seeds will be also present inside the fruit. So these seeds are very important. Because of the seeds only the next plant is grown now. Okay, so pollination is very important. Because of pollination seed are developed, and when seed are developed it results into the formation of new plant. Okay, or embryo. And if just suppose if some flower doesn't get any pollen grains, okay, suppose if this flower is not getting pollen grains from anywhere, then what is going to happen? This flower will die. It won't forms the fruit, or it is not going to form seed. It will simply dry if it's not getting the pollen grains. Clear, children? So page number 40 and 41, I have underlined some points. You are supposed to write these points in your copy and please learn it. Okay, pollination and ways of pollination. Okay, you are supposed to learn the definition of pollination, fertilization. Okay, and what is self-pollination? First of all, you are supposed to learn pollination. What is self-pollination? What is cross-pollination? What is fertilization? Okay, all the 4 definitions: pollination, self-pollination, cross-pollination and fertilization. That will be your homework. Okay children, thank you.